What's really going on between BTS's Jimin and actress Songdun? Could the rumored romance that once made headlines be quietly continuing behind the scenes? Fans and netizens are buzzing again after Dispatch dropped a bombshell evidence suggesting Songdun visited Jimin during his mandatory military service. Suspicious clues a seemingly innocent Instagram story. A few days ago, Songdun's Instagram story featured a seemingly harmless photo. A view of mountains, a vague location tag, and a background resembling a Korean military base. But the timing and location uncannily close to where Jimin is currently stationed, eagle-eyed netizens did what they do best. They cross-referenced the scenery, building structures, and even the color of the sky. Everything seemed a little too coincidental. Not just speculation, Dispatch gets involved. Not long after Dispatch, Korea's notorious celebrity expose outlet launched its own investigation in an exclusive report released this morning. Dispatch claimed to have acquired photos and visitor logs from a source inside the military base. The name recorded, Songdun. Although her face was not directly captured on camera, the mounting evidence has created a puzzle that's too perfect to ignore shocking confirmation from the military in a twist that no one saw coming. A representative from the military unit where Jimin is stationed gave a brief but revealing statement while no names were officially disclosed. They confirmed that a female visitor did enter the base on the date that coincides with Songdun's Instagram post. We cannot reveal the identity due to privacy reasons, but it is true that a personal visit occurred on that day, said the military spokesperson. What does this all mean? This revelation has sparked a tidal wave of fan reactions. Many are now wondering, is there more to Jimin and Songdun's connection than just old rumors? Or was this merely a visit between old friends either way? One thing's certain, this story is heating up again just when everyone thought it had been put to rest. Is this just a coincidence or a hidden love story that never truly ended, only time? And maybe Dispatch will tell the past resurfaces, a love story that never really went away. This isn't the first time Jimin and Songdun's names have been linked back in 2022. Fans noticed similarities in their social media posts, personal items, and even their friend circles. At the time, neither Jimin nor Songdun addressed the rumors, and Big Hit Entertainment issued a vague, non-committal statement. The buzz faded until now, with Dispatch stepping in again. People are asking a very different question. Could this have been more than just a rumor all along? Emotional fans, shocked confusion, and quiet acceptance. It didn't take long for hashtags like #Jim and #Somdun to trend on every platform. Reactions from armies have ranged from confusion and heartbreak to surprising maturity. If he's happy, I support him, but please don't keep lying to us, said one fan on X Twitter. Some felt this might be a breach of privacy, especially since Jimin is currently serving in the military, a time meant for peace and reflection. Others, however, are asking a bigger question. Could this be the beginning of an official acknowledgement, given Dispatch's track record of revealing major K-pop relationships? Could more be on the way? If this is love, could it survive in secret? In a K-pop world, love is still a taboo topic, especially for members of a group as monumental as BTS. But with more clues pointing toward a sustained connection between Jimin and Songdun, the idea that their bond is still intact becomes harder to dismiss. Now the question isn't just are they together, but how long has this been going on without us knowing? And here's the most emotional part. If this is true love, it may have endured fame, scrutiny, distance, and military separation. Something rarely seen. Even in real life, the agencies are silent strategy or silent approval. As of this writing, neither HYB, Big Hit Music, nor Songdaeun's representatives have released a statement. The silence has only fueled further speculation. Typically, when a rumor is false, companies respond swiftly and clearly. But this time, nothing. Some entertainment insiders suspect that the silence is strategic, either waiting for the buzz to fade or possibly avoiding confirmation that would create more chaos if it weren't true. They deny it immediately. One netizen wrote in a Korean forum, "Big Hit is fast to shut down unfounded rumors." So this silence is telling, is this a threat to Jim's image? This might sound harsh, but it's a valid question to some obsessive fans. Idols are not allowed to fall in love. But these days, a growing number of fans see their idols as real people who deserve personal lives. Many armies are expressing emotional support for Jim as long as the relationship is healthy and respectful. Jim is human, deserves to love, and be loved if he's happy. We're happy, posted an international fan. Could Dispatch reveal more? This might just be Chapter a Night's no secret that Dispatch often holds back on the full story, sometimes saving the main course for New Year's Day or other big moments. That's why some are now asking, is this just the teaser? Dispatch would mention names unless they had more, said a K-Media editor in an off-the-road conversation. They likely have photos. If they do, they'll drop them when the impact is biggest. So yes, more revelations may be on the horizon. Global fan reactions. Emotional mature divided as the news spread beyond Korea. International fans responded with a surprising level of emotional maturity on TikTok. X, Twitter, and Instagram, many fans posted supportive messages for Jimin. If she makes him smile, she deserves him. He owes us music, not his private life. I've loved him for years. I can still love him through this. Of course, some felt betrayed or heartbroken, but the overall tone was surprisingly calm and supportive, showing that the international K-pop fandom is growing more mature. Korean versus international reactions. A tale of two worlds. Meanwhile, on Korean platforms like Nate Pan and Theo, the tone was more skeptical, conservative, and critical. He should focus on serving, not dating. Is this really what he's doing during military duty? Why would Songda be allowed into a military base in Korea? Idol dating is still a sensitive issue, especially for idols in the military. Privacy, patriotism, and image are deeply intertwined. But globally, the tide is shifting toward acceptance of idols as human beings. First relationship timeline Jimin and Song to understand the scale of this story. Here's a quick timeline of the rumor relationship. August 2022, rumors surface after fans spot similar items and locations in their Instagram posts. September 2022, Songdoon posts a cryptic IG story using the song With You. Sung by Jim. October 2022, fans discover she follows one of Jimin's close friends. A pattern begins to emerge. 2023 rumors cool down. Jim goes solo, then enlists in military service. June 2025, Dispatch publishes findings, suggesting Songda visited Jim at his military base. If true, this would mean the relationship has lasted quietly for nearly 3 years, a rare feat in K-pop. What comes next? Now that Dispatch has opened the door, the world waits for two things. One, will more evidence be revealed? Two, will HYB or Songdun speak out if they don't? The mystery lingers. But if they do, it could become one of the most explosive K-pop revelations of the decade. Because this isn't just any idol, this is Jimin BTS. Final thoughts. Love behind barbed wire amid the noise, speculation, and divided fandoms. One question remains: if this really is love, could it survive hidden behind military fences, public scrutiny, and the world's judgment? One visit, one Instagram story, one name on a list, that's all it took to bring this secret back into the spotlight. Maybe love never disappeared. Maybe it's just been waiting for the right moment to be seen. English.